Hi students, welcome back. Since we're nearing the end of the month of March, I thought it might be fun to review our March poem from Chicken Soup with Rice. March, and I'm going to go ahead and take a peek at the picture to remind myself. I see that there's like this swirly thing, the wind has blown through the door and is drinking or lapping, like that's when an animal uses its tongue to lick up something, to lick up liquid. It's lapping the chicken soup from the floor. Okay, let's go ahead and enjoy the poem. In March, the wind blows down the door and spills my soup upon the floor. It laps it up and roars for more, blowing once, blowing twice, blowing chicken soup with rice. Okay, and what I'll do for parents is I'll put a link down below to the song, the video that shows the cartoon and the song, so that your kids can enjoy singing the whole year's worth of Chicken Soup with Rice poems. And before we leave talking about March, I wanted to point out something that we didn't talk that much about before, but usually when we start the month, we like to talk about the symbols for the month. And I think some of you recognize that there's like a rainbow that has to do with rain and then sunshine that comes after it sometimes makes a rainbow. It also makes a connection to St. Patrick's Day in March, and kites because it's supposed to be kind of windy in March. And I see sheep, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's like the sheep are all full of the wool, the fur that they have grown over the winter, and soon the sheep will be sheared like in the springtime because it gets warmer, and the farmers or shepherds will take their wool and use it for stuff. But there's a lion here. And sometimes students say, why is there a lion there? Well, there's an old kind of expression that we say. We say that the month of March is in like a lion, out like a lamb, meaning that March blows in still with some wintry storms, which is kind of the idea or connection to the wind blows down the door and spills my soup upon the floor. So March roars in with storms, but then by the end of March, usually the weather is nicer. Now, I have to say we didn't really get very big storms or no snow or anything for wintry at the beginning of March this year, but that's where that old expression and this symbol comes from. In like a lion, out like a lamb. Okay, well, in a minute we'll start enjoying our last Dr. Seuss story together. Thanks again, students, for all your comments and responses to my videos and the books and the stories. And a couple of students had some comments about the big brag that I wanted to review before we went on to our Dr. Seuss story today. Someone commented that worms don't have eyes. And I looked it up, and sure enough, earthworms, worms, they have light receptors, so their bodies can sense light, but they don't actually have eyes. And someone else commented that nothing can see this far. No creature can see all the way around the world. And of course that is true, but it made a connection for me to our learning about the bald eagle when we learned about U.S. symbols, and the idea that we have an expression. It says that's about a person having an eagle eye, meaning someone can see very well. And that's because eagles can actually see up to 2 miles. Can you imagine that? I looked it up this morning. It said that eagles can make out like a rabbit. They can see a rabbit from 2 miles away. Amazing. Okay, anyway, so in a minute, we'll be enjoying our last Dr. Seuss book together, The Cat in the Hat Comes Back. See you in a minute. Here we go with our last Dr. Seuss book together, The Cat in the Hat Comes Back. Now, we had the first Cat in the Hat, you've probably heard it before, but also the substitute read it to you a couple weeks before we left school. And I can see that he's wearing skis and strolling along. I wonder what's going to, I think, go wrong as he strolls along towards the house. And on the back, there's really not much to look at. Oh, there he is in the end papers, peeking in the window. And here on the title page, The Cat in the Hat Comes Back by Dr. Seuss. This is a beginner book by Random House. And there he's holding up his famous hat. So it's wintertime. I can see the two kids shoveling the snow. This was no time for play. This was no time for fun. This was no time for games. There was work to be done. They're shoveling snow. We didn't get to do much of that this year, did we? All that deep, deep, deep snow, all that snow had to go. When our mother went down to the town for the day, she said somebody has to clean all this away. Somebody has to, you see. Then she picked out two somebodies, Sally and me. Well, there we were. We were working like that, and then who should come up but the cat in the hat? Did you get the rhyme? Oh, Sally said, don't you talk to that cat. That cat is a bad one, that cat in the hat. He plays lots of bad tricks. Don't you let him come near. You know what he did the last time he was here. Play tricks, laughed the cat. Oh, my. No. I just want to go in to get out of the snow. Keep your mind on your work. You just stay there, you two. I will go in the house and find something to do. Then that cat went right in. He was up to no good, so I ran in after as fast as I could. Do you know where I found him? You know where he was? He was eating a cake in the tub. Yes, he was. The hot water was on and the cold water too. And I said to the cat, what a bad thing to do. But I like to eat cake in a tub, laughed the cat. You should try it sometime, laughed the cat as he sat. And then I got mad. This was no time for fun. I said, cat, you get out. There is work to be done. I have no time for tricks. I must go back and dig. I can't have you in here eating cake like a pig. You get out of this house. We don't want you about. Then I shut off the water and let it run out. Ooh, and the cat in the hat is not looking very happy, and the little boy is looking mad. So the little boy is trying. He is trying to get Cat in the Hat out, to do the right thing. The water ran out. Then I saw the ring, a ring in the tub, and oh boy, what a thing. A big, long, pink cat ring. It looked like pink ink. And I said, will this ever come off? I don't think. So I have to stop and think, not about the ink. So the boy is telling the story, right? So the boy was telling the story at the beginning about how the mom left them to dig the snow. And Sally was talking when she saw the cat in the hat coming and said, oh, we shouldn't let him in the house. And the cat in the hat's been talking, but the person who's telling the story is the boy. It's always good to have clear in your mind who's the narrator. Right? The narrator is the person telling the story. Have no fear of that ring, laughed the cat in the hat. Why, I can take cat rings off tubs just like that. Do you know how he did it? With Mother's white dress. Now the tub was all clean, but her dress was a mess. Gotta keep up the rhyming. Then Sally looked in. Sally saw the dress too. And Sally and I did not know what to do. We should work in the snow, but that dress, what a spot. It may never come off, Sally said. It may not. But the cat laughed. Ho, ho, I can make the spot go. The way I take spots off a dress is just so. See here, laughed the cat. "It is not hard at all. The thing that takes spots off a dress is a wall." Then we saw the cat wipe the spot off the dress. Now the dress was all clean, but the wall, what a mess. Oh my goodness gracious. "Oh, wall spots," he laughed. "Let me tell you some news. To take spots off a wall, all I need is 2 shoes." Whose shoes did he use? I looked and saw whose, and I said to the cat, "This is very bad news. Now the spot is all over Dad's $10 shoes." It's funny, you can tell this story was written a long time ago because shoes cost a lot more than $10 nowadays. "But your dad will not know about that," said the cat. "He will never find out," laughed the cat in the hat. "His $10 shoes will have no spots at all. I will rub them right off on this rug in the hall." "But now we have rug spots," I yelled. "What a day! Rug spots, what next? Can you make them away? Can you take them away? Sorry, can you take them away?" "Don't ask me," he laughed. "Why, you know that I can." Then he picked up the rug, and away the cat ran. "I can clean up these rug spots before you count 3. No spots are too hard for a hat cat like me." Oh, goodness gracious. He ran into Dad's bedroom, and then the cat said, "It is good that your dad has the right kind of bed." Then he shook the rug, crack. Now the bed had the spot, and all I could say was, "Now what, cat, now what?" But the cat just stood still. He just looked at the bed. "This is not the right kind of a bed," the cat said. "To take spots off this bed will be hard," said the cat. "I can't do it alone," said the cat in the hat. Oops. "It is good that I have someone to help me," he said, "right here in my hat, on the top of my head. It is good that I have him here with me today. He helps me a lot. This is little cat A." Oh, look, he even has a letter A on his hat. And then little cat A took the hat off his head. "It is good I have someone to help me," he said. "This is little cat B, and I keep him about. And when I need help, then I let him come out." I'm starting to wonder, do you think more cats is more helpful, or And then B said, "I think we need little cat C. That spot is too much for the A cat and me. But now have no fear, we will clean it away. The 3 of us, little cats B, C, and A." "Come on, take it away," yelled little cat A. "I will hit that old spot. With this broom, do you see? It comes off the old bed. It goes on the TV." And then little cat B cleaned up the TV. He cleaned it with milk, put the spot in a pan, and then C blew it out of the house with a fan. "But look where it went," I said. "Look where it blew. You blew the mess out of the house, that is true. But now you made snow spots. You can't let them stay." "Let us think about that now," said CB and A. Oh, look at, they're all having like thinking faces. Look at all the cats thinking, how can they solve that problem? With some help we can do it, said little cat C. Then pop on his head we saw little cat D. Then pop, 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 little cats E, F, and G. We will clean up that snow if it takes us all day. If it takes us all night, we will clean it away, said little cat C, F, E, D, C, B, A. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure this is going to get better. Or maybe it has to get worse before it gets better. They ran out of the house then, and we ran out too, and the big cat laughed. Now you will see something new. My cats are all clever. My cats are good shots. My cats have good guns. They will kill all those spots. Oh, but this did not look very clever to me. Kill snow spots with pop guns? That just could not be. All this does is make more spots, we yelled at the cat. Your cats are no good. Put them back in your hat. Take your little cats G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Put them back in your hat and you take them away. Oh no, said the cat. All they need is more help. Help is all that they need, so keep still and don't yelp. Who else do you think will come along to help now? Then little cat G took the hat off his head. I have little cat H here to help us, he said. Little cats H, I, J, K, L, and M, but our work is so hard we must have more than them. We need little cat N, we need O, we need P, we need little cats Q, R, S, T, U, and V. Oh my gosh, can you see close up all the little cats? Oh, so tiny. Come on, kill those spots, kill the mess, yelled the cats, and they jumped at the snow with long rakes and red bats. They put it in pails and they made high pink hills, pink snowmen, pink snowballs, and little pink pills. Oh, the things that they did, and they did them so hard, it was all one big spot now all over the yard. But the big cat stood there and he said, this is good. This is what they should do, and I knew that they would. With a little more help, all the work will be done. They need one more cat, and I know just the one. The one cat. Who's the one left to come? Look close in my hand. I have little cat V. On his head are cats W, X, Y, and Z. Z is too small to see, so don't try, you cannot. But Z is the cat who will clean up that spot. Wow, how can the tiniest cat of all clean up the biggest spot, the most giant mess that they've made? Now here is the Z you can't see, said the cat, and I bet you can't guess what he has in his hat. He has something called Voom. Voom is so hard to get. You never saw anything like it, I bet. Why, Voom cleans up anything, clean as can be. Then he yelled, take your hat off now, little cat Z. Take the Voom off your head. Make it clean up the snow. Hurry, you little cat. 1, 2, 3, go! Voom! Then the Voom, it went Voom, and oh boy, what a Voom! Now don't ask me what Voom is, I never will know. But boy, let me tell you, it does clean up snow. So you see, laughed the cat, now your snow is all white. Now your work is all done. Now your house is all right. And you know where my little cats are? Said the cat. That Voom blew my little cats back in my hat. And so if you ever have spots now and then, I will be very happy to come here again. Dot, dot, dot. I see ellipses. Do you think they want him back again? With little cats A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, and O, P, and Q, R, S, T, and cat U, and cat V, and little cats W, X, Y, and Z. That's it. So, we've got to do something at the end of a book, and the something I'm thinking about is wondering if the Cat in the Hat might ever come back again, and what kind of things would happen if he came again. And that's reminding me about a great email I got from one of you. So we haven't talked a lot about writing. Some of you guys have been sending your writing to me, pictures of your writing, and I really love seeing it. And I know that before we left school, we were writing about our opinions, what we thought about different things. We reviewed our collections, if you'll remember. And we'll have some lessons to remind you about that kind of writing pretty soon. But one thing I hope that you're still doing at school is writing on your own. And of course, still doing at home. It's fine for you to write about anything you would like. And some of you are making connections to the books we are reading and writing about that. And one of our students, after we read Yertle the Turtle, they wrote their own imaginary story about a girl turtle who loved books and reading, and the girl turtle went to the library and got a book for her little brother. And I thought that was just great to have a story, to make up a story that had a connection to one of the stories we've read. So I'd like to encourage you to keep writing at home, and maybe one of the fun stories that we've been reading will give you an idea to use your imagination to write a story of your own. Anyway, so that's it for today, students. I hope you get to go outside. It's just beautiful. Please be sure to wash your hands, cover your coughs and sneezes, do maybe a lot of writing and at least some reading today. Help your family around the house, and take care. I love you guys. I miss you. See you tomorrow. Elbow bump. Hi, students. I just wanted to share this one last thing that's kind of Dr. Seussy, though of course not actually written by Dr. Seuss. I will teach you in a room. I will teach you now on Zoom. I will teach you in your house. I will teach you with a mouse. I will teach you here and there. I will teach you because I care. So just do your very best and do not worry about the rest. And I think this is something that parents and teachers can remember as we try hard to do our best to keep teaching and taking care of our students and our children. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.